Hey guys, welcome back to my Notes of a Novelist series. Today we are going to be talking about writer's tone and how it is a total, utter lie. So let's jump right on into it. So growing up, I felt like writer's tone was always this mysterious concept that English teachers would always tell you you will get there, and if you keep writing you will find your writer's tone. And for some reason, I always grew up thinking that writer's tone was this ability, this natural ability that you achieve if you write enough. And I can't have been the only one who thought that. I feel like this is definitely one of the big things that they teach you in English class, in middle school and high school. They teach you that writer's tone is something that all writers have, that all authors have, and you analyze it and you look at it, and they tell you that you will get your writer's tone if you just keep writing enough. And that is a lie. Over the years, as I've been working on developing my writing, I have learned that writer's tone does not exist. It is not this natural thing that you acquire once you reach a certain level of writing ability. That is a total lie. You don't just suddenly wake up one day and realize that you have a writer's tone and you have your specific writer's tone. And no one has their own individual writing tone. This is a little hard to explain because when I say that no one has their individual writer's tone, I don't mean that everyone writes the same and that no writer is unique and all that. What I mean is that no one has one single writer's tone. Let's compare it to fashion. So there are a million different styles of fashion. Everybody has multiple different styles that fit them and that work on them. And this really is the same thing with writer's tone. There really is no one style or one fashion that you can do. You can fit your writing into a million different styles. And to take that fashion metaphor a little further, no one just wakes up in the morning, throws on an outfit, and naturally finds a style. Even the most fashionable people have to try and have to work hard to look at which outfits that they want to wear and which clothes go well together, and there's always a thought process that goes into it. It's never just this innate ability that you have. So let's bring this back to writing. Writing is the exact same way. No one has one particular style of writing that works for them and no other styles work. Everyone can use completely different styles of writing, and oftentimes it really depends on what mood you're in. For example, if I just read Septimus Heap, I will find that when I write after that, my writing will kind of imitate the style of Angie Sage. She uses long sentences and she focuses on completely inane little details, but that make the story that much bigger and that much more important and things like that. But on the other hand, maybe I just read Jane Austen, and Jane Austen tends to use really long one-sentence paragraphs. And maybe I'll start using that in my writing if I just read hers. Maybe if I just read Harry Potter, I'll use a little bit of J.K. Rowling's tips and tricks for her writing. And this is just an example of how no one has one specific writing style that works for them. Everyone can switch and flip from this writing style to that writing style, and really it's just a matter of deciding which one you want to do in that moment. Let's move on to the second part of the metaphor. I explained how fashion, you have to work towards it and you have to make an effort to think about what you're wearing and think about what you're pairing together and things like that. It's the same thing for writing. No matter how natural of a writer you are and no matter how easily certain styles might come to you, writing is a conscious effort, and if you are trying to write in a specific style, you have to consciously make an effort to write in that style. And anyone who thinks that they can just immediately bang out one specific writer's style and it'll be perfect and they don't have to actually try and make choices while they're writing, have a serious case of writer's ego. And I speak from experience. I have writer's ego. For years and years and years, I thought that everything I wrote didn't need editing, didn't need suggestions or constructive criticism. It was perfect. I was so stubborn, and I believed that my writing style just came innately. If I just free wrote, that was my writing style. And this doesn't work, because in the end, to really create a polished, finished work of writing, you need to have consistency in your style. You need to choose. If you're going for a leopard print outfit, go for leopard print. Don't go leopard print and pinstripes. If you're going for a winter chic style, don't wear shorts. It's just things like this. When you free write, you will naturally switch between styles, and when you are trying to create a finished, polished product, you need to make an effort to choose which style you are writing in at that moment. And so that covers it for today. I wanted to rant because this is one of the biggest things that struck me while I was writing one of my latest projects, because up until maybe 2 months ago, I was under the same delusion that all of you guys were, that my writer's tone just came from me naturally, and if I just wrote and free wrote, then that was my writer's tone. And then I started my latest project, and I realized that I had written one chapter in this style, and another chapter in this style, and then maybe this chapter had long paragraphs, and this chapter had really short, choppy paragraphs, and I realized that it's so incongruent, and it just feels messy when you don't match up the styles like that. So just keep this in mind when you are writing. There's no one way to stick with any style. There's no one style. Again, pick what style works for you, but really, before you start any writing project, you really want to make a choice to decide what style you are going for. Are you going to be really descriptive? Are you going to focus less on description and a lot on dialogue? Are you going to do long sentences, short, choppy Kurt Vonnegut sentences? You never know, but you need to make that choice beforehand so that you stay consistent with your writer's tone throughout the book. And again, so just keep in mind, writer's tone is a conscious choice. It's not this innate thing that English teachers tell you you will find as you keep on writing. You need to make a conscious effort, and if you haven't been making a conscious effort, then you need to get over your writer's ego and start making a conscious effort to stay consistent in your style, and it will make your story that much better. I'm telling you guys, it will really improve your story by miles. So keep in mind, writer's tone is a myth, it is a lie, and that is it for today. So I will leave you guys with that thought on your mind. I hope you can put this into your writing. If it works, let me know. If you disagree with me, I would love to have that argument with you in the comments down below. If you liked this video, like it, subscribe. Every subscriber counts. Every time you subscribe, YouTube pushes my stuff to more people. So please subscribe, and I will see you guys on Wednesday.